What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about what it's like to be a heavy diesel mechanic from my perspective. I'm going to tell you some of the pros, some of the cons, what I wish was a little better, what I think could use some improvement, and overall quality of life when it comes to being an hourly heavy diesel mechanic. And in case you're new to the channel, my name is Raymond. I do run a small Etsy shop that makes stickers and magnets for some people's toolboxes, and it is in the description down below. I'm not looking to take anyone's money. We already have over 100 reviews and a couple hundred sales, but it's fun. I like making stickers, magnets. It's cool. But anyway, if that's not your thing, not a big deal. Let's keep going. So one of the biggest things when you're first starting out in a shop and it's heavy diesel environment, I gotta say the heavy portion of that job title does come to fruition. The stuff is heavy from time to time, and if you're not careful, that thing will fall and it will chip the ground at the minimum if you drop a part. Automotive in general, you could drop a rotor on an automobile and yeah, it's gonna suck, but when you double the size, it really sucks. I know when I first started, it was really sketchy because I didn't know how much everything weighed. I just assumed everything's heavy. And some things after a while you realize, wait, I could just manhandle this and just put that hub back onto the line and it's not a big deal. Yeah, it'll be heavy, but you know, so long as you're prepared for it, you can really just lock stuff in. Probably won't be able to do that when I'm older, like in my 70s, 80s. Who knows? Maybe I'll still be strong. Not that I'm strong now, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I try. But on a serious note, yeah, you do have to be careful because until you actually feel the weight of something, you don't know how heavy it's really gonna be until it's off of the assembly that you're working on. Another thing that's kind of sketchy about working in a fleet shop is if you have things that you have to do like road calls, it kind of sucks because these are oversized vehicles that you have to fix on the side of the road. And if you've ever done that kind of stuff, you know, people don't really like to drive around stuff very easily. So now that I talked about the heavy side of the job and some things that can be sketchy, a little bit of pros here is that, well, since the parts are so oversized, it's actually fairly easy to work on most of these vehicles. They give you so much space in that engine compartment that it's ridiculous. So some of you guys in the dealership life that you always have to be hunched over into the engine bay, just crawling deep in there. Yeah, you should see how much space is in some of these things. Yeah, it's actually pretty ridiculous. So that's some of the pros about being in heavy diesel, is that you're gonna have a lot of space. There are some areas where they get cramped again, just like any other vehicle, but for the most part, everything's there and everything's large. Another pro is, well, it's hourly, so that stress of flat rate or not knowing when business is slow goes out the window. You're guaranteed your hours, and if overtime's open, then you pretty much have a blank check to do whatever you want. Another positive to being more heavy duty diesel is that most of the time they're going to be union shops. It's not the case for everything, obviously, but there is quite a bit of union shops for heavy diesel. So some guys like it because the benefits, some guys don't like it because they can make more in the private sector. That one's completely up to what strategy you want to impose, and honestly, I'm good with either one because one's risky, well, riskier, but you get more reward. Another thing that's pretty neat about being in heavy diesel is that you get to deal with more air brake systems, which if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much whenever you hear a truck or something that goes like, it's like just that big puff of air that comes out of the system. Well, those are air brakes. They don't use brake fluid. They use more brake chambers and, well, just air lines to apply pressure to that caliper. So yeah, it is neat. You get to work with different type of systems that you might not usually get to see when you're working with, you know, just regular automobiles. Overall, I'm very happy where heavy diesel is taking me. I mean, just being a mechanic in general, I think you guys can vouch for me when I say this. It's nice being able to go from city to city and being needed everywhere you go. So job security is such a big thing. It's really nice, actually, having that versatility. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video about me just rambling about little random points on heavy diesel field. It's actually really cool how we keep the world moving with vehicles. I mean, it really just, it's crazy to think about how every field keeps this world moving. I mean, ours is no different, whether it's us, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's just even fast food workers or stalkers that, well, stalkers. No, well, like, like 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 Costco stalkers, not like I'm gonna stalk you stalkers, but like at night stalking. Hopefully you guys found this rambling entertaining, so to speak. I enjoy talking about this field and just my experiences going on through the trades and things like that. Hopefully, like I said, I entertained you guys because it's fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you. And if it is, go ahead and consider liking and subscribing. Again, I do make stickers and magnets for your toolbox. I like the designs. If you feel like checking them out, description's down below. With that said, here goes another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You take care. Bye-bye.